Hi, everybody. Welcome to Keys to the Game. Sean Bowe and Mike Hogan, and happy to have the big man, Jared Brinkman, here joining us for Keys to the Game as the Argos get set to take on the Saskatchewan Roughriders this Thursday night. A little Thursday night football for us CFL fans. Also, happy Canada Day. I know we're shooting this here on the Monday. You guys will be watching this tomorrow, but nonetheless, happy Canada Day to everyone celebrating, and very lucky to call this place home. Brink, thanks so much for coming on, my guy. We appreciate it. A big one Thursday. Tough loss last week for this group, but how do you guys rebound and ultimately get the win here Thursday against a tough Saskatchewan team?
Yeah, you know, last week it was a tough game, not how we wanted it to go, but at the end of the day, it's a long season, so we just got to, regroup, get healthy, and get ready to go to SAS. It's going to be a tough crowd. They got a tough team.
Mm-hmm.
They're 3-0, they're rolling, so we're going to have to, come with our A game.
Could going on the road help this group too? I mean, is it beneficial, especially going out a little bit a couple days early, just to kind of get acclimated, get out the road, get some camaraderie for dinners, all that other stuff with your teammates?
Yeah, at the end of the day, it'll be good to get out there so we can get focused and stuff, but we're going to be focusing on the game, ready to get that win. They got a new quarterback in this week with Shea Patterson, so we got to be ready for him. And AJ, defense has to be ready to stop the run game all day. So it's just going to be a lot of focus, a lot of, just preparing for the game.
Speaking of AJ, excited to go up against him?
I am excited to go up against, AJ, he's a workhorse. He's, one of the strongest guys I know, but hell of a player, but I'm excited to play against him, and, that's what you do it for. You want to play against the best.
What goes into stopping a guy like that?
It's just it's gonna be a lot of physical football. It's he's a tough runner, tough guy. So we're gonna have to be just just as physical.
Yeah.
Especially with a new quarterback, you think they want to establish the run, first and foremost. AJ obviously wants to have a good game against his former team. You guys want to stop him. And you've had a lot of success, though, stopping the run this year. How much of pride do you take in what you've been able to do?
Yeah, I take huge pride in it. That's D tackles, that's our job. It's not the prettiest job out there. We might not get 10 tackles a game, but if our linebackers are making the play, then we're doing our job. So I love it. It's one of those jobs that not everyone likes to do or can do. So I take pride in that.
You kind of made your teeth with the team in this building in the Grey Cup. How many memories will that bring back for you?
Oh, it definitely. I always love playing at SAS. They got a beautiful stadium. Big fan base out there. So I'm just excited to get out there and play some football.
Their fans can be nasty. Do you get into the trash talk? Do you like trash talking guys on the other side? Do you like trash talking folks in the stands?
I'm not too big of a trash talker, but I'll definitely get into it. If I'm, if the blood's pumping, I'll definitely say a few things. But I try to stay quiet and just let my play do the talking.
Would you say there's anyone in the league that is maybe tops, or anyone on this team that's maybe the best at trash talking?
There, a lot of the French guys are really good at it.
Oh, really?
It's a trait they learn, so that's what I've learned.
Only because you don't know what they're saying.
Yeah, I think I have to start taking some lessons in French.
I think that's it.
Frank, thank you so much for coming on, man. Appreciate it. Great luck great luck on Thursday, and awesome. Let's get that win, right?
Yeah, let's do it.
Appreciate it. Thank you so much, number 91, for joining us here ahead of Thursday's game against the Roughriders. Hoagie, let's dive into this one a little deeper. He made the hammer pretty popular here last year, Thor's hammer, but it's going to be all about stopping number 45 in Saskatchewan come Thursday night, isn't it not?
I would think, especially with Shea Patterson getting the start, everybody expecting Trevor Harris to go the bulk of the games this year. And when a guy's new to the offense, you want to see what you can do to test him a little bit. So I'm curious to see what they do defensively to try and slow him down a little bit. But for the most part, I think there's a little bit of ego on the line as well. They want to shut him down. AJ wants to tear one off for 120 yards. But the Argonauts have been spectacular against the run this year. The longest rush against the Argos this year is 12 yards. Wow. None of the running backs have really done a thing this year against the Argonauts, and they want to keep that going against a guy who is a fan favorite here, obviously, and is strong as an ox. We all know what he's all about, and that's job one. I think that's why we wanted to get Brink on today, was to find out how they stop him.
Well, he's surely going to have a heavy dose of number 45. All right, what's about number 2?
I'm not concerned because it's been really good for the Argonauts this year, but you can't give up that big return because they got a guy back there who's really good at it. But the Argos have been really good. We've talked about him before. Haggerty's had a great year, averaging over 50 yards a kick, and the net is around 40 yards. So if you can do that in this league, you're doing all right. So you can't give up the big one. Field position might be really, really tough to come by for both teams. So you want to take advantage of every time you flip the ball over. You want to try and be ahead in the field position.
Can I lay in here with number 3? Is it going to be anything about Kadeem Carey?
It should be.
Yeah.
He's been awesome. I will cede to you, but every week we've talked about how important he's become to this offense. Not only running the football, where he's been extremely good. He's leading the Canadian Football League in rushing, and he's only played 3 games. They've been rushing the ball at a spectacular rate compared to other teams in the league this year, and that helps the quarterback, right? And Cam Dukes, same thing. He doesn't have 6 years or 7 years under his belt yet. He's got 6 or 7 starts under his belt. So anything they can do to give him a little bit more time, takes the pressure off him, that's fantastic. And Carey's just been better than advertised.
It's certainly going to be fun to see how number 11 handles coming off a loss last week to going into the hostile environment that is Saskatchewan. It's going to be a fun one on Thursday night, 9 p.m. Eastern. You guys are on the radio. Yourself and Ben Grant have the call. If you guys are here in Toronto and on the road, be sure to tune in to Hoagie and Grant. You guys do a fantastic job as always. Be sure to check out our socials as well. Episode 1 of Pulled Together just dropped. Be sure to go out there and watch that. We featured Tavares Daniels and Wynton McManus. Home life next time. Jake Ceresna. We're capturing all 3 of them throughout the course of the season. So be sure to look out for that in our socials. Hoagie, thanks so much for this. We appreciate it. And a big special shout out to Jared Brinkman as well for joining us here on Keys of the Game.